Welcome to chat. Welcome. Let me see. Hi. So, Dale, we knew this was actually gonna happen. In fact, Luna was like, "Oh yeah, she's definitely being shut down tonight." This is it. We want people to be able to use our platform to learn about ways to be financially responsible and consider economic transactions or investment opportunities without worrying about scams or financial exploitation. We do not allow attempts to defraud or scam members of our community, right? But look, I know you know, but this is a perfect example of what I mean by I could come after them. I don't have time for that, right? So you can call me a scammer all you want, but remember, until I said something against what you had to say, I was, and I quote, let's go. A comfort to us. By the way, she had so many charges against her. By the way, this is for Alyssa. We're going to go over this because you guys, I want you to see. You, until I said, I am really shocked by the stuff that you're actually saying, that I think that you're being a mean girl. You're being mean. And what you're saying to Luna is filled with vitriol and disdain. And then well, we're going to throw Jerry under the bus. It was Jerry's fault, right? Mm-hmm. Because Jerry said what? That I had favorites. And so therefore now it's, so she kept bringing up 7-14-24. We're going to go over Alyssa's first, okay? Because remember, I want you guys to be aware of what this is about. On 7-14-24, I was stuck in California. I was sick. My hotel had a outbreak of COVID. It was bad. And I was just finding out that my family had COVID, so I couldn't fly home. So I needed to find another hotel, and I couldn't find a hotel for one day. I was going to be out on my ass. It didn't matter. Okay? But again, and I was sick. Now, apparently, to this woman who started her own Discord to talk about, to help people in their spirituality and their awakening. Hold on a second. I'm not going to reverse the 40 for the reading. You come into the YouTube. We don't do that. It's a donation. Now I have to go cover all of this. All right. So what she was saying here, a whole bunch of things for me to do. Okay. I know you're not feeling well. I'm like, yeah, I'm sick. I couldn't talk either. But again, you could do this or that, or you could do this or that. You could do some. She wanted me to create healing videos for people to watch later. How can I create any kind of video? I can't talk. I am sick, and you want me to create healing videos. All right. I'm going to have to reverse this one because if I don't, then these. I know that she's been here. Don't try it. I'm going to make it very clear because it even says on my PayPal, these are donations. There's there's donations. If she wanted actual mediumship reading, she'd pay me $200 for it. Like a private reading, $40. By the way, she wanted a mediumship reading. It's not $40, right? Mediumship reading. But I'm going to do this because I'm not going to let them. The money's not that important. I do need money, obviously. This is the only way I earn my living. But it's not that important. It says that on my PayPal. Quite obvious. Who? And the funny thing is, I still don't have her blocked. I don't have. She's still on my list of some. She did like she's telling me, why did you cut ties with me? I didn't cut ties with you on TikTok. What are you talking about? On my list as people to share this to, she's still there. I didn't block anybody. So because it says here, right? What was it removed? What you guys? Anyways, it's supposed to say no free funds and stuff like that, right? Because these are donations, but I'm not going to. It's not worth it to me. Opium Apothecary, she's been in my life a million times, and she's said, I didn't know it would take this long. Well, first of all, yeah, you did. Second of all, she asked for a mediumship reading, but she didn't pay for a mediumship reading, right? Because it's general readings, not the mediumship readings. They're $10 off, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to just make it $10 off for everything. Okay? $10 off for all of it. Mediumship, healing, everything's $10 off. Obviously, not for the yes no's. We'll make those $5 a piece instead of $10. Why? Because all right. And that's the thing, right? So you have these things happen, right? But you can do this, and you can waste your life and your time being so obsessed with doing that, like disrupting, right? disrupting, but let's not forget what happened, okay? Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that Luna put together, because I asked her to, within less than an hour, I came in, my guys were like, hey, go tell, now's the time. Luna and Nisi and Monse, go tell them to see if they can put together a fundraiser for you. You're going to need it to pay off these bills because they're getting out of control, right? I'm like, yeah, they are, right? You're going to need, and I know that they'll be able to put it together really fast. And so that's what I did. I jumped in, ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling, and they answered their admin calls. And I said, hey, I'm getting ready to go live in like an hour, but I have to finish up. Do you think you can pull this together? And Luna, yeah, we can, blah, 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 and we can do this and we can do that. And bam, as I'm sitting here discussing with it, she has already created the background, that beautiful background for the flyer. She's already created that. She put it together, bam, done. She didn't have to be invited. She gave in, her donations alone are just the grand prize from Luna was donated from Luna. Just that alone was over $600. And then she donated her time to giving every single one of the people who donated the $40, everybody won because of her candle magic and her doing prosperity magic for them. And when you do prosperity magic, hers is very special and everybody gets a video. And anytime you need a little extra oomph, you can go back to her video, watch it, and that prosperity will pick up again for you from that same video. So it's continuous. She has donated, I want to say, thousands of dollars of her time and effort. Okay? She wasn't asked. She just did. Okay? And this is what she got for it. All right. This is, first I'll show you guys. Okay, here's, anybody hasn't seen this picture, it's amazing. Because the post was, no, I'm going to read this to you first because I need you guys to understand this. I can't believe they're like, no, your people need to hear this. All right. And by the way, they're taking full account on who's in here. They always do. They always pay attention to who comes into, who follows me into the YouTube. They pay very close attention. All right. We have to be, there's different rules on YouTube though, because it is an American, we have to follow FCC rules. And me being a radio broadcast major understands what FCC rules are. I cannot play any music or anything that I don't have is either free license or that I'm not licensed or that hasn't been changed in some way for somebody else. Okay. So, we're not gonna be able to do that, but let's see. I started getting these messages. I'm just gonna go through them really quickly. First was, hey, wanted to touch base with you. Since you seem to be administering the fundraiser for Talking Dove, I wish I had been included. Listen, I jumped in. I said, can you do this? They said, yeah. She put it together in less than, I don't even know, like half an hour. It was bam, bam, done. And then she jumped immediately into Mod Chat to let everybody in Mod Chat know what was going on so that I could finish getting ready. Yeah, what name did you, I have to know who you are on TikTok. All right. Now she says this. I wish I had been included as I had originally said. Listen to this very carefully to these words. I wish I had been included in this as I had originally suggested it to Talking Dove on July 14th, 2024. She thinks that she was the first person to ever mention the idea of doing a fundraiser. Now, remember, Karen had already started GoFundMe and she had already given me, out of the kindness of her heart, $500 so I can get a flight home. Because another thing that was working against me, because I had a lot of spells attached, was financial ruin. And so when I can't, like I've always done, let me tell you, I redo my flight home over and over. I know how, that's why I love Southwest, because you can just change that all over the place. As long as you do it before, like a couple hours before your flight, it just gets credited for a new flight. It got credited, but then when I went back in to go find out, to get a new flight and pay for it, all of the money was gone. All of it. All my credits that I've ever had over time, poof, gone. So I got stuck in California for 5 weeks, but I only budgeted for 2. That was a big budget. It took all of my, because remember, not only do you have to pay for hotels, but you also have to pay for food, transportation. I was literally, because I couldn't go anywhere, pay, Uber or whatever, or rent a car, nothing. I was literally stuck in my hotel room. And then I was getting this pain underneath my tongue. And I was looking, and there was this big, huge ulcer that every time I would start to talk for more than a half an hour, it would just appear. And then a little bit later it would go away. And every time I saw it, why? Because that was another spell. The reason why I know that these were spells against me was because each time a spell was removed, like literally for the weeks, for the whole time I was there, I was having problem with this pain underneath and I showed it. Karen was there and Bernice was there. They're seeing, oh God, and it was getting worse and worse. When I got home, I did a reading for Dale, and I could only go a half hour before it was so painful to talk that I couldn't even swallow water without being in excruciating pain. And then here comes Ascended Master Merlin and says, it was a spell on your tongue. You're taking away your one thing that makes you money, and that is your ability to talk. He goes, go ahead and start a lounge. I'm like, I can't talk. And he goes, does it hurt right now? And I realized, well, that cleared up pretty quickly, because it would stop hurting after a while, right? And I went into the lounge, and that was the first time after weeks of trying to talk for half an hour. I wasn't able to do lives because the excruciating pain in my mouth would get so swollen, and I couldn't even swallow. It was so painful. I would have to go like this, literally, to swallow water. Gone, done, poof, never came back again. Like 5 minutes after, it was extremely painful from doing that reading, right? And I went into lounge, and I was like, look, I'm talking. And I talked and talked and talked and talked, right? I was being financially destroyed. What I do, my ability to talk, all of it being destroyed by Solomon on purpose. It doesn't really matter what it was for. But in that time, on 7/14/24, I was sick also. And there was a COVID outbreak. And this woman next door was all over the place, coughing. And, she had flown in. The walls at the Hyatt, don't stay, I'm at the Hilton. Listen, I stayed at the extended stay Hilton because it was cheap. And it was only hotel left that took a lot of money, about $2,000. I stayed there, and I could hear, I felt like that it was bad. The lady, we had an outage, like they did the rolling outages because in the middle of summer, and our hotel at 6 something in the morning, she was up above me, was going back and forth. And since this is an extended stay, we have our own, kitchens, right? And there's a panel. Each kitchen has its own panel. She was going through and trying, and all I did was, hey, the whole hotel is out. Everybody has lost power. And she goes, oh, okay, thank you. Because she could hear me. That's how bad it was. Okay. I did one in the here, right? So all of these things are going on. And on 7/14/24 was when this was happening. And Alyssa is trying to like say it here. Now, remember, these are messages to me almost a year ago that she sent to me when I was sick in private. And yet somehow it's Luna gets all of her attack. And it begins like this. I wish I'd been included. I had originally suggested. Again, she assumes that she was the only one who ever suggested anything about a fundraiser. But the fundraiser was already being put together and the money was already being sent to me because of a love for me and a friendship by Karen. But again, here's her ideas. Then she says, then she goes, she said, by the way, we say 7/14/24 because she says it over and over and over and over in all these messages. And I have the messages from 7/14/24. Okay, so she's going on talking about her inclusion because it was her idea and Luna just stole it from her. That's what she's saying. She's literally going after her. And then she's all, and by the way, she goes, I also wish someone would have spoken to me regarding the rules of the sweepstakes changing. Don't try to play that double talk. You'll never win with me. It was never a sweepstakes. It is a personal fundraiser, and it's very clear who we made it for me to help pay off the bills because of that time during 7/14/24, right? Because I was attacked financially. Okay, and it's very clear. I made it very clear. It is for me. It's a personal, private fundraiser. Okay, but she starts throwing around the word sweepstakes. Stop it. By the way, if we had ever called it a sweepstakes, that would be no purchase necessary, so no money involved. And sweepstakes have a lot of rules and laws. But it wasn't a sweepstakes. It was a fundraiser. Right? But she tried. She tried to send us something she Googled. Can I change the rules to my sweepstakes? Again, not a sweepstakes. Very big difference between but you tried, didn't you? You tried. All right, so she tried to scare us with that. I think Luna got a little nervous. I was like, girl, no, stop it. Right? So, and then of course Luna's saying, I'm so confused because she's like messaging when I'm live. She's messaging me this stuff, and I had to double take to look at who was saying these things to her because I'm like, wait, did she get hacked? I was convinced that she had to have gotten hacked. No, not at all. But what I have learned is that she is exactly like every narcissistic, gaslighting male that has ever been in my life, ever, which is why she was so easy to read once I figured that out. Okay, she goes, not meant to be confusing. Now remember, I am the one who asked her to do this, and Luna has no idea what she wrote to me on 7/14/24. But apparently, because she wrote to me on 7/14/24 and she had mentioned possible fundraiser, that means it was her idea. Even though she has no idea what everybody else had suggested, she was not the only one. It's starting to sound a little unhinged, isn't it? Because she's still going after her, right? And that's exactly right. Desperately wanting credit, but never actually following through with anything. Because the one thing I did do, and I told her, she said, hey, and you can pre-sell private readings and I will keep a spreadsheet for you to keep track of it. Did she do that? No, she did not. Nope. I did do that. And she did not follow through at all. She was gone. All right. Then this is what she says to Luna again. Now remember, Luna ran into Mod Chat to tell everybody what was going on because I had asked her to do this last minute and she needed everybody to be aware of what's happening. Again, Luna has no idea what 7/14/24 means. Like what? Huh? Again, she says, I came to Talking Dove on 7/14/24 with a series of ideas, one of which was doing rough. Okay, this is it. No, not to be confusing, because Luna truly was confused, and so was I. What the hell is she talking about? You have been running the fundraiser. I voiced my thoughts in Mod Chat about not being included. Not including others, and you apologize. And by the way, the others who wanted to be included, who wanted to donate more, they're like, hey, can we donate? Can I donate a candle that I make? Can I donate that smudge kit? Hey, even Sharon, she had paid for a private reading and she donated a bonus reading. The private reading she paid for, she donated that as a fund. Were they asked? No, there's nobody like but her. But did she donate anything or offer to help in any way? No, she just did this. Okay. And again, why she's going after Luna? How is Luna supposed to know that she had come to me? And why would anybody think that just because they had mentioned doing a fundraiser on 7/14/24, that means that it was their idea? Because remember, Karen has started the GoFundMe without anybody, and she wasn't complaining that we stole her idea for a fundraiser from her doing the GoFundMe for me. Okay. It continues because I want you guys to hear how mean she starts to get. All right. By the way, I can tell when somebody starts to change their vernacular around to use big words, but the rest of their wording doesn't match. That means they have learned some big words and where they fit in. But if you're using those words to make yourself sound intelligent, when you're talking to someone like me and I'm reading, already I am able to see that you have high school knowledge. And so do I, by the way, I'm terrible with English, but don't try to pretend, right? Watch, you'll see what I mean. So she came to me with a series of ideas. She's telling her again, of which one of which was doing a raffle with spiritual items donated by members of the Discord group and Talking Dove's family. Again, why would Luna know this? I don't know. Okay. It was hurtful and surprising to see my ideas executed without me being invited to be a part of it. You apologized, but made no attempts to include anyone besides your inner clique of Discord group. Now, she was calling the inner clique. What she didn't realize was they're admins. So I would tell them what I needed to get done. And the reason why she never became part of it is, quite honestly, she talks a lot, but these people get it done. I say it. I can trust that Bernice, Luna, and Montse, done. And if it doesn't get done right away, there's something holding it up. And I can trust them. Period. There's a reason why I kept saying, I need to add her, right? Because I know that she's the one. Her and Dale have joined up together, okay? The reason why I want you to see this part is because she's going to start coming at anybody that she's following. They're following anybody who follows me, and they'll start talking about the truth. Here's the truth right here. Because she will, by the way, if she messages you, take screenshots immediately because she'll delete that shit so that she thinks that, she won't get caught. Screen record everything. Especially if it's a audio, screen record it because she's going to delete that audio so she doesn't get caught. Right? I don't need to delete anything. Why? Because there's nothing there. Everything I say, I have no problems saying to anybody else. I write up. Why? because there's nothing for me to hide, right? So then, now remember, Luna, think about how much time and effort and all the things that she donated and how I approached Luna. Hey, can you get this done? Bam, 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 done. Okay, remember that. And also remember that she is going after Luna because of that and expecting Luna to know that on 17/14/24, she had made some suggestions almost a year ago, but never followed through, not one time. Everybody else followed through with their suggestions, or they asked me and I'd be like, I would say, meh, right? But no, because all of that stuff she suggested, right? Yes. Okay. Here's the thing. I was shocked. So she's talking about being deeply hurt by the situation. Luna said, I'm deeply hurt by the situation. I am taken aback by the message too. I'm like, what the hell? I'm getting these screenshots and I'm going, no, she had to have been hacked. This cannot be Lissa. There's a reason why when we do her past lives, we always do something other than her own past lives now, because she doesn't have any more gifts attached to them. So and she knows that. But her gift is investigate. She doesn't do a very good job investigating. She needs, listen. I could out her. Let's just say I wouldn't give her #1 mom mug for her 7 kids. Then she says, you apologize, but made no attempt to include anyone besides your inner clique of Discord. Now, again, remember, she's calling the clique my admins. My admins are my admins because I go in there after everything and I say this, and then they take care of it for me so that I can rest. And then things get, because Dale was not doing that. In fact, he wasn't doing anything at all, quite honestly, but trying to lord over everybody by using my sister. I had no idea that he was doing that. He took the past life reading that I did with him about my mother having to have into pregnancy, and it was a boy, and I have asked over and over, they said that is still true. He took that so intensely. He took that so intensely, right? That he started using it to control everybody in my Discord. Oh, I didn't even discover half of the stuff until Monse was finally, because I kept saying since the moment he started, you need to make these people admins. And then I would go, okay, and then it would never happen. I am responsible for that. I dropped the ball. I let him do that. It will never happen again. All right. So she's saying how deeply hurt. I am very confused at this point. I'm like, okay, I can't read these right now because this is freaking me out. I don't know what's happening here. And then she says she's deeply hurt. And this is and she's sincerely apologizing over and over. She's apologizing because this is what Luna does. She takes everything in and she makes it because she makes it that she must have done something wrong. She didn't do anything wrong, but she must have, for this person to be so angry with her. She must have done something wrong. And so she's going to apologize, and she will apologize and then she'll come to me and apologize for that and apologize. And I'm sitting here going, there's nothing for you to apologize. She'll still apologize for it. And then this came. When I read this is where I went, oh, wow. Listen to this. You can identify with deeply hurt, but that doesn't double as integrity or change the situation. I don't know why you bothered to apologize to me in my chat while so confused by the circumstances, because, and if she cannot get past her own nose to know that many people in the Discord come from past in their past being controlled and manipulated and browbeaten and abused emotionally, physically, and spiritually, all those things by a narcissist gaslighter in their life, we have learned to just apologize. Just apologize. Whatever it is, you apologize. You say, I'm sorry. And the funny thing is, it was my twin soul who was like, stop saying you're sorry. You don't have anything to be sorry for. Don't say you're sorry. Yeah, right? Every time I would say I'm sorry, why? Why are you sorry? Because we come from that. But again, use it against her. She's saying, I don't know. Again, I'm going to read it from the top. I'm going to read it all the way through so you can truly hear this. Okay. And this is where I was like, no, you don't. Okay. You can. This is so demeaning. You can identify with deeply hurt. Wow. Think about that. You can identify with deeply hurt, but that doesn't double as integrity or change the situation. I don't know why you bothered to apologize to me in mod chat while so confused by the circumstances, because she must have done something wrong for you to be so mad at her, right? Because that's how we take things in as people who have been raised around always apologizing for ourselves, existing. Just, oh, we're just here, we're breathing. I'm sorry. That comes across as supremely disingenuous. You clearly haven't considered this from anyone else's perspective. The fact that you knew you were excluding people and kept on anyways. You apologize and then continue down the same path. And then this is like, for me, this is that fake love and light bullshit. That, right? This is where she tries to bring it around to make herself look like she is spiritually enlightened. So her saying all this stuff isn't actually mean. It's just her being spiritually enlightened. And she says this at the end. So this is a game also. Grateful for these circumstances, nonetheless. Truths revealed. And then, of course, she uses my purple heart that I always use. Grateful for these circumstances, nonetheless. Truths revealed. I was like, whoa, what's going on? Like, right, with her? I don't understand all your disdain and vitriol and just being mean to Luna. I don't understand. It was my fault. I took it. I said 100 million times, it's my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault. She has nothing to do with this. She just did what I asked her, right? And by the way, is there anybody in here who is confused as to why she attacking Luna is absolutely irrational? Because remember, 7/14/24, she sent me a private message and then never spoke of it again. And we had already had other fundraisers. This is just the one that took off. How is that? It's irrational. It's unhinged. Think about that. But I come and tell her this, right? I said, hey, man, I don't understand what's going on here, right? I said that I don't understand what's going on with you. And I said, hopefully when you had a chance to pull yourself away from the situation, you can look at this and re-examine all of this, because I was so blown out of the water with this one, quite honestly. And I'm like, hopefully you can look at this with a different mindset and we can take some time away from this. But when I told her, like, I don't understand your utter disdain and vitriol that you have for Luna, when she didn't do, it was my fault. What does she have anything to do with this? She just did what I asked her to. And then I said, then here comes Serapis Bay. Serapis Bay, and I made it very clear that Serapis Bay was coming in. And they said, Serapis Bay, and I went, so this is from Serapis Bay. And I did it in quotes. And I said, it says, Oh, it's all the way up here, right? I wanted to, and I told her what I needed to remind her what was going on. Remember what was happening to me? You were right in the middle of it on 7/14/24. I was sick. I said it, by the way, in the message on 7/14/24. I tell her a bunch of times, I'm sick. I'm very sick. I can't talk. I can't do any of the things she was suggesting. All the stuff she suggested to do, except for that one thing, involved me using my gifts and my abilities. If I could do that, then I would be going live and earning money that way. But I couldn't. Because why? Because I was sick and I couldn't talk. But no. Mm-mm. Nope. All right. So here comes Serapis Bay. And I said, quote, oh, I'm sorry, Luna. I'm going to say what they said. They showed me, because I want everybody to be very clear. Luna, when she came to me and said she finally found a place where she feels like she fits in and she feels good, she finally found a place where she feels accepted. I am going to protect that from being attacked with my life. I will not allow that to happen. And when Bernice comes and tells me that there are certain things she didn't do to herself because of the talks that her and I have had, right? But the stuff that has come at her in her lifetime, I'm going to protect that with my life too. I will not allow passive aggressiveness or mean girl behavior or irrational attacks on people, right? But this is what she says. Serapis Bay says, Luna is in her bed, and this doesn't even, for me, I was like crying as I was writing this. I was crying. Luna is in her bed under her covers in her dark room crying because she truly doesn't understand what she did to make you say such awful things. Remember, Serapis Bay, an ascended master, is making me quote him and wants to make sure that I put this in here. And then he says, and neither do we. In other words, all the other ascended masters, like, they can't understand what the heck's going on. They don't. They're just as surprised. All right. Now, and then I end quoted it and I said, and neither do I. I don't understand what's going on here, man. Okay. Well, she then says to me, why tell us we can come forward to you? I have brought the truth to you and you want to punish me. Punish you again. So these are the people who are, by the way, reporting me for this. So I'm going to just bring it all out there for everybody here. She then goes, I have no disdain for anyone in Discord. However, you heard what I just read. Now, disdain, that's look up the word. Let's look at the word disdain. Somebody look it up and please copy paste. It is delusional, isn't it? It's like, what? And then she says, I have no disdain for anyone in Discord, and you have no business speaking on my behalf about what I feel for anyone. I'm not speaking on your behalf. This is where she gets her pretend intelligence mixed up with me because she can't hold on to it, okay? Because she says the reason why I am punishing her is because I said she was mean. No, I read what you said, the words that you said to this woman, and all of the things that apparently occurred that made you say these things to this woman are filled with disdain and vitriol, and it is mean. That is an opinion of mine. And by the way, all the other ascended masters, now you're going to go start a spirituality Discord and teach people how to awaken, and you haven't even gone through it yet. But okay, right? So then I'm like, okay, oh wow. I was shown the messages. I'm shocked. I thought that wasn't like you, but you're very upset. And I have said, I dropped the ball. I told him, I'm the one. It's me. If anybody you want to be mad at, it's me. Okay. All right. remember, it wasn't until I said something that didn't make her someone that, hey, Alyssa, right? As long as I wasn't, the second I dropped my opinion a little bit because of the words that she was saying to someone, now all of a sudden, but if that's the case, if that was true, then why didn't you stop a long time ago and leave? Right? But okay, we continue. You came forward. I said, by the way, you can come forward. Just because you're the first one to come forward with one, and by the way, she wasn't first. Luna was. This is where the mentality doesn't match. She should know that you can come to someone with something and your facts, right? But like anything, and she didn't go after the government for taking her 7 children away from her, CPS. No. She went after them because she found a discrepancy when she found out that the kids get money when they're in CPS custody. She wanted to make sure that they got all their money. And so she did the financial check, and they didn't have the amount they were supposed to have. And that's why she went after the government in Massachusetts. Not because she disagreed with why her children were taken away. Money. And she won. She did. I'm sitting here just trying to like calm her down. And here's the interesting thing. She's saying that she forwarded her message that I had already received all these messages. She wasn't forwarding anything new. She just knew that I was receiving these messages from Luna because I'm like, hey, I'm getting these screenshots from Luna. And then she says this is, again, I forwarded my message to you. And I said, how am I punishing you? I don't understand. But okay. I forwarded my message to you that I sent to Luna in total transparency. This is another one of her catchphrases. Total transparency, total transparency. But is it really? Because on 7/14/24, that wasn't put into fam chat. That was sent to me privately and never spoke of again. And if you want total transparency, then why are you a mod? And in a mod chat, I learned the mod chat thing for Discord when I was a moderator for a pretty big, Laura Keck. If you're out there watching Laura, or any of my old school, Laura, she was Perplexed QT, okay? That's where I learned how to have a separate mod chat, because there are some things that you need to say and do that we need to discuss that you don't want everybody, being aware of, because you don't want to start drama. But again, she's in that mod chat. And now all of a sudden it's total transparency all over the place. Stop it. Because if that were the case, you would have been uncomfortable being in a private mod chat to begin with, right? Right. Not until I say something like, whoa, you're acting out of pocket. Okay. Again, these are the people who are reporting me for this. I probably have my right. I want to actually do the readings and stuff in the TikTok. I'm sure I can probably go. Let me check really quickly. But she says, you're trying to punish me by telling me I'm mean. No, that's not how it works, honey. I'm not trying to punish you by telling you that you're mean. The words and the things that you said came across to me and anybody else who's heard it so far as mean. That's not a punishment. That is a reaction from your actions and your words. The reaction for us is, that's mean. That's not a punishment, girl. It's not a punishment. How can that be a punishment? If you put something out there and the consensus is from everyone so far that I've ever read these things to, everyone, that's mean. Guess what? It's not a punishment. You better wear that badge proud. I would. But okay. An opinion can't be a punishment. So she said, I may be assertive, but I do not think I was unkind with my message. Remember, you can identify with deeply hurt. That is so demeaning. That is so minimizing. That is so taking somebody's feelings and saying that they're not actually their feelings. There's something she identifies with, but that doesn't mean that they're actually happening. You might be able to identify with it, but that doesn't mean they're your. So she's taking away the idea that this is her, Luna's true feelings, right? In those words, you can identify with deeply hurt. That's pretty much saying you identify with other people who would be deeply hurt in this situation, but you're not actually deeply hurt, because if you were actually deeply hurt, then deeply hurt is a feeling. It's not an identity. Okay. But again, she thinks this is irrational. This is unhinged. Then she goes on to tell me, I may be assertive, but I do not think I was unkind with my. I'm glad. Now this is where she does it again at the end. So she says all this stuff, and at the end she does that fake love and light bullshit by saying, I'm glad you had, like, she's also, again, making it about her, because just listen, because remember, it was her idea to have a fundraiser. And so therefore Luna stole her idea. I'm glad you had many ideas. Yeah. And thoughts from people, because I told them, you weren't the only one. It was a bunch of people came to me, by the way. Not what? I'm glad you had many ideas and thoughts from other people to contribute for you. This is like, so like, I'm going to say all this, right? And then I'm going to say this at the end to make myself sound like I am evolved human being. All of this stuff at the top, just disregard that. Here's me pretending to be an evolved and awakened spiritual being by saying this at the bottom. I'm glad you had many ideas and thoughts from people to contribute for you. That was the whole point. So she's, again, see, because I had this private conversation with you on 7/14/24. Therefore, she's trying to take credit for that also. I want you to do well. When you do well, more people learn. Then we had the meeting, and I was very upset, and I put it right out there, right? I have never been accused of being passive aggressive. I'm aggressive. And she came in. I did not out her. She outed herself in chat, right? I'm sorry. I was frustrated. I took it out on Luna. I was wrong to react. By the way, she's also telling me I'm going to go ahead and apologize to Luna, irrespective, because it was not my intention to hurt her feelings. Come on. She didn't. And then she took a screenshot so that she could show me that she apologized. But by the way, because Luna did not respond in a timely fashion, she deleted all of her apologies. And then she started going after Bernice in a very passive-aggressive way. Okay, and so I said, and I had another meeting about, and I won't stand for passive aggressiveness. You're not going to do that. Yeah, exactly. Who are you in TikTok? So then she says it was all Jerry's fault. And so she starts sending me screenshots of what Jerry has said. And I already know, because Jerry has been very, very, this is her issue that we're working on with her. She knows, by the way, when she was sitting here complaining to Alyssa on these days about me having favorites, and she's the one who started the idea that my admins were a clique. We added Jerry to the admin. Okay, hold on a second. Which one? Oh, they wanted me to see if it was. I got to make you guys admins in here. Show. Who? Okay. Who do I have as admins in here? How can I add admins? There's Jerry. You donated for a question. Jerry right here. She owned up to her bullshit because she's actively trying to work on making herself a better human being. I used to do the same shit. But the funny part is, I pointed out to her, I go, Jerry, you want to know what's the funny part? Is that she's going on and on about this with you, and you didn't even realize that we added you to that chat. She goes, that was the chat? I said, you weren't an admin, but you were added to the chat because we know how you felt about, actually, Jerry's the one that we pay attention to the most, but she feels like she's the one who is not paid. And I had to point that out to her. I'm like, Jerry, we don't do anything without wondering if where's Jerry? And then every time we go look for you, you're not around. I said, but Jerry, you're always front and center. She goes, and I go, yeah, but see, this is a pattern for her, right? But she, like a grown-ass woman, admitted to it, didn't hide it, didn't pretend, didn't try to word salad me and gaslight me. She just said, oh my God, I did do that. And I said, yeah, you did, girl. So let's work on it, right? It doesn't add up to why she was attacking Luna so bad. So this is the person, one of the people, right, who are doing this to me. The other one is Dale. And Dale got really, really mad when Coffee Taster became a mod. It all really started really intensely with that. Now, what a lot of people don't realize, maybe some of you do because you hear me say it all the time. I'm like, hey, Coffee Taster, by the way, one of the last things he sent me, and I was like, oh, thanks, was this gift. Happy Valentine's Day with hearts and stuff. I can't show you, but let me take this off. How do I do this? I forget. Is it this one? This one? Yeah. All right. So we're back to normal. So I want everybody to know why we're over here for a little bit. I'm sure I'll bet you I can go live now, because he was like, he's never asked this before. Did you make Coffee Taster a mod? I'm like, yeah. Hold on a second. Can I search? And then I said, he's all, why? And he's like, and I'm like, well, Coffee Taster's been around for a very long time. Listen, Mike's been around longer than him, way longer. And he is like, well, I just now started seeing him. And I'm like, he's been around for years. I always say hi to him. He's the one I'm always talking about coffee with, like Vita Coffee and stuff. It's always been Mike, Coffee Taster. He's been around for a very long time. He just hasn't he's there and he listens and he learns. Okay. But he's been coming in for almost 2 years, if not more, if not the whole 2 years. Right. He started coming in probably about 6 months after I started my first show, at least. That's what I can remember. And Dale goes, this is what, look at 2 years. I didn't see his name till last week when he joined server, but okay. With his eye roll. There it is. Coffee Tasters in our mod chat chatting. First of all, who is it? And then he was saying other things like this to me. Now, very interesting. I want you guys to know that I never do a us versus them mentality. There is no I am better than you as a Cinemaster or anything in my vocabulary. Ever. I am called upon to help. And I do not pick and choose who calls upon me to help. And he also works night shift. Yeah. He really got jealous when I put into the mod chat. He was there the whole life. But when the twin soul came in, I said, okay, guys, he's here and he's commenting, right? And this is his name. Leave him alone, right? He got mad and he left the live. Remember when we had the guy come after me? Bubba After Dark. He's such a scammer. Oh my God. I have, by the way, I have recordings capturing him scamming, but I have to decide what I want to do with it. Because all of his Vox and stuff is actually a girl, some girl. I don't know who she is. I don't watch his show, so I wouldn't know. She gets herself caught because of, I know directional mics and I know how they work. And even your phone has a directional mic in it, right? And you know how the Vox sound is that echoey sound with reverb. So she was saying things into this directional mic. She responds to him. He's like, what is it? What does it mean when you're in somebody's mind, brain? And he couldn't think of what it's called. And she said, living rent free or something like that. But she said it into the directional mic and it came out sounding like the Vox. And then she turns her head because he said, what? And he goes, look, she says, now you can hear her actual voice in his directional mic, which is on his cell phone. And you can hear a little bit of her voice on the mic that she's using to sound like a Vox. Living rent free in someone's head. She says that you can hear her actual real voice and you can hear what it sounds like on the directional mic she's using, and her real voice is showing up on his phone. That is the beauty of directional mics. They pick up. So it wasn't as loud because she turned her head this way, but it still picked up some of it. It was fake. Living rent free. I've never even seen the guy before. Girl, why are you constantly getting your I need to add mods. Your Bernice, all of your messages are getting held for review. So he was not there. We had already discovered that Bubba After Dark's claim to fame. You want to know if anybody know the Natalie Holloway documentary, the last one that came out, where the dad goes back to Aruba with this guy and his girlfriend who say they know the guy who did this. He's a drug dealer. That's him. He scammed the dad. The dad leaves, and then somehow he scams the documentary company again. They bring him back again. By the way, he's from there. That's where right? He can't go back. I learned all of this stuff because of certain people in the paranormal community who know him really well and keep him close because they're afraid if they don't, he'll do something to them. Because he can't go back to Aruba ever again, because if he does, he'll be put in prison for 30 years or something like that in Aruba. When he goes back to the Natalie Holloway, that documentary is still available. You can still look that documentary up. When he goes back, he has this fake scientist or a psychic say that somewhere on the cliffs, she's like, there's bones, it's right there. And he goes and he digs, watch, and he pulls up a Ziploc bag of bones. Of course, they tested the damn bones. Why would there only be a couple bones, a small amount of bones in a Ziploc? Why? They were dog bones. But yeah, go ahead. So he's a scam artist. That documentary is still available to watch. Bernice, you found it, right? Now, we all know that it was, in fact, what's his name? Because he finally had to give it up because he has done that to many other girls, too. He is a serial unaliver. Everybody, the one person we knew it was. If I don't get Cheerios, it better be Frosted Flakes with banana piece. Yummy. Who are you talking to? All right, so this is what Dale, when I come to address it, because remember, I am the face of this whole thing. So I don't get a chance to just turn the other cheek. He was not there, and he also doesn't know about all the scamming and stuff. But this is what he felt like he could tell me, because for some reason, there's a lot of these kind of messages. Okay? Hey, sis, I wanted to say something, but not in front of everyone. I've just between you and me, I have no problems. Go ahead and say it. I have never seen you talk about someone like this before because you don't know me. But okay, because he was lying all over the place about me. All over the place about me because I wouldn't accept his offer to date him, to go on a date with him. No, man. And I won't ever accept anybody. The only person I'm going on a date with is going to be the twin soul, and that's it. Period. But okay. It was so uncomfortable for people in the live that new people were coming in and telling his friend, Gabriella, give it a rest already. What's wrong with you? Because she wouldn't stop asking. Then, so Dale comes in and I have to put everything straight because we have her entire reading. She said some crazy stuff. She said, I don't believe in ghostesses, but I talk to them roaming the earth, but I talk to them in my house. And that he steals her channeling. What the? No, what the? What? Anyways, so this guy is saying all this stuff about me, right? But apparently this is his thing. He starts drama with somebody. He goes live and his show gets a lot of people because all he does is talk about drama. Okay? So I have to address it and say, we have the entire recording queued up right here because she wasn't in chat getting her reading. She was in the box getting her reading. Okay? And then he says, I have never seen you talk about someone like this before. I don't agree. He's telling me, I don't agree with going on about this. Like, who the hell are you to tell me what I can and cannot do? But okay, here we go. This is not the first, second, or third time he's done this, though, and it's starting to piss me off at this point. I say let sleeping dogs lie. I wouldn't be surprised if he knows this guy. The person just spoke about things he knows nothing about. No, he did not. No, he did not. But okay, remember, he wasn't there. Why feed more into it? This is what bothers me. Now, he's telling me. Now, remember, I'm a sin and master, flesh and blood, right? I am Goddess, Mother of all creation. I am the deity, him, I am the I am. I am the seraphim. I am, right? He is no longer a sin master, but he was. And that's it. Okay. This is when I started to realize he is starting to make this, my show and stuff, about him and me. It doesn't say Talking to Evan Dale. And he continues, right? Why feed more into it? Now, this is what bothers me, this wording right here. Now, we are not supposed to be like them. We have to rise above the BS, sister. Why be like them and talk shit about others? I'm just putting straight the shit talking that's being talked about me. I'm just giving all the proof of the truth of what actually happened. That's not talking shit, by the way. I'm just concerned on where this is going. I'm asking not to stoop to their level because otherwise we are no better for doing the same. What they want us, that the same, and what they want us to act like that's what they want. Man, that message says so much. This isn't us versus them. We are better than they are. All of they. That right here says that we are better than them. I will never, ever say that. No matter who I am, no matter what the souls and spirits call me, I will never say that I'm better than you. Why be like them? This is what they want. Okay. So he's telling me this, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then we have when Sananda came in, and he was going on and on and on. And I'm like, oh boy, here we got another dude who is a spiritual guru. My guys say, let him be, let him talk. He's learning some very, very interesting things right now. He is actually realizing that everything that he's saying in the chat is way beyond what you teach, or you're way beyond that. And he's actually did start to learn, right? But Dale comes in, and I said to everyone, let him be. And he comes after me. Are we really going to let this fucking guy continue on? All right. All of his bullshit in chat. It's very distracting. And I'm like, yes, I made it very clear. My guy said, leave him alone. Right. So he's really mad that I'm letting this guy just say what he wants, because he does come in now a lot. Right. And I said to him, he has learned. Right. Sometimes some people need to say a whole bunch, right? And then realize everything that I'm teaching is far beyond. You remember that guy, right? He comes in a lot still. It's far beyond anything that they're actually saying in here. And they're like, oh, wait, what? Oh. And then they start calming down. Okay. That's how this guy needed to learn. He was learning, right? He learned that he did not have to come in and show his spiritual prowess and knowledge everywhere he goes. That if he's quiet for a little while, he might learn something also. And he did, and he does. But that really pissed off Dale. There's a whole bunch of stuff like that from here in the WhatsApp. All those are the two people who went after me just now and tried to call me. Let's go see what I appealed it, of course, scammer. Okay. All right. So we don't have our live access yet. Hold on a second. All right. Look. Dale. Hold on, let me go into my messages. What is your Snoopa 12? What is your TikTok name? Did I miss it? Or you don't have to say it, but let me look at usually we get it back by now. Hold on a second. Let me read the screenshot again. I took a screenshot of it so I didn't have to go look for it in the TikTok abyss of where things go. It just disappear. The only thing, hold on. I'm getting hit in the head by my guides right now. Hold on a second. Oh, purple head. I got you now. All right. So, God, I really did not. Hold on. I'm getting like when they start smacking me in my head. Have you guys ever felt that? Have you ever felt like an energetic, like on your skin where it feels like energy was thrown at your face in one line? Have you ever had that feeling? That's them going, hey, psh, 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 pay attention, listen. Okay, no, you want me to use this? Okay. Oh. What? Come on. Yeah. Okay. So that's by the way, that's that's one of the reasons why we don't cut our hair as Native Americans, because if you are getting stuff like that through your hair, very, very good. Because a lot of people can't feel that. Boy, they're attacking hardcore right now. Just so you know. Here's by the way, Destiny, she had these in her live. I could feel the energy. She had her as a host, right? And I could feel the energy. There was things that Destiny was not agreeing with. I could feel it. She was like fixing her hair like this, and she's saying this and that, but you have to understand. I think she needs to stay away from people like that. It's not that they're not good. It's just that they don't align with her energy at all. I don't have a problem with her, right? I just want you to know the twins, they're in the same book I am for a reason, all right? I have to go in, we have to go see, because I need to do people's readings, and I need to be able to decide if we're going to just continue in here. The only thing I can do is say, come over to the YouTube page and we'll start doing readings there, right? Because system notification. No, nothing. Wait, what? Who was that just said something? Hold on, let me see. The live. My board is ready. I made a board, but it's too late now. Account updates, system notifications. You've been suspended. Let's see what it says. It's 2:30. This is when we're supposed to pull the other card. Your access, I'll read to you the whole thing. You can start going live. They want me to wait until March 12th. Multi-guest, you can join as live as a guest. They want me to wait until March 12th. Mobile gaming, right? Violations and frauds and scams. And I already read that to you, right? We're going to peel it again. So I suggest everybody go report them for frauds and scams, because they're the ones who are actually scamming everyone. I did challenge it. I did. New strike added. In fact, my history shows you received multiple strikes on your account for violating our community guidelines. Accumulating 2 or more strikes in a similar violation could result in account ban. View our enforcement measures have impacted. View how our enforcement measures have impacted your account. Now, again, what is it that I did that was a fraud or a scam? Right? Right? What's the date today? Yeah, it's for today. Content violation. The funny thing is, they want me to, there's like, oh, you can come check out our policy. But again, there was no fraud or no scam, because I don't do anything other than what you guys see me do, right? So where's the fraud or the scam? Because I'm not forcing anybody or asking, there's not something being handed over, right? But I'm going to tell you this much. This shows how angry and the reason for the anger is I stuck up for those who are being picked on. The reason for the anger is it was the very people that he's saying, I would never, I just want you to know that I would never do anything to hurt any of you ladies. By the way, there's not just women in the Discord, but okay. As my so-called sister has said, they came to me, buddy, and told me how weird and odd your behavior was and started showing me all this stuff. After I said, whoa, stop, right? And then they're like, oh, I'm so glad, because this is what I think of him. So, right? And maybe I don't like to play the game of I'm going to go after you now that you've gone after me, right? I'm not that type of person, because when I start going after you, it's not going to be in your social media. I mean, I've never had my children taken away. They're adults now. You have to have a pretty dirty house for your kids, all of your kids, to be removed. It couldn't be just because you got sick from COVID one week. I don't remove kids for that. Why was CPS at your house during lockdown? Somebody called them. I can't do the reading in the lounge in Discord because there are people who are not in the lounge in Discord to do who are on the reading list. I need to. Is Sharon here? We need to continue her reading. I'm just gonna start. I have other people. So we have Karen, we have Sharon, Karen, Kathleen, which I gave her. She wanted her money back. I'm not gonna play that game right now. I gave the money back, right? Jerry, we have Jerry. These are donations, by the way, make it very clear. That's another thing, donations. Right? Jess, you're here, right? You're Snoopa 12. Misty. Is Misty Moon here? If I have all the people I can do readings for, how can I bring you in as a guest, though? I don't think I can. Can I? I know I can do panels, but I don't think I have enough followers to do panels. I don't know how the new YouTube rules are. Hold on, let me look. Listen. No green screen. I'm gonna accidentally click on something. Let's see. No, turn it off. Chat. Oh, by the way, darn it. The one thing that YouTube always does is I forgot. It will it's automatic in the chat that you get top chat. So when you come into a live, you have to go in here. You have to go into filter and you have to make sure that you turn on all messages because it always will start in top chat only. No, that's been taken away too. I should have built up my other TikTok, but I didn't. They took all of that. I can't be in somebody's box or anything until Wednesday when I leave for California. Usually by now, it's been fixed. But hold on. Oh, Mama Dove. Does she have enough? She has enough to go live, right? Of course she does, if she has enough to go live. Very smart. I'm gonna message her, but I don't think she's awake. She's on the East Coast, so. Whatever it is, then we got to let people know, and I'm afraid they're going to go after you. I don't want you guys caught in the crosshairs again. I can't. I won't be able to. Hold on. I need to get these readings done. Is Sharon isn't in here, is she? Here's another thing. If I don't build up this channel, right, more, right, with more followers, only a certain amount of people can be in the chat. I have all of the recordings of him getting everything he's ever asked for. Here's the thing. I can say he did the same to me. He had went after and attacked my Discord because that's true. I can't play music on here. Defamation, yes. Okay. I need my great minds of Discord to figure out how we go after them and have their stuff shut down, their Discord and everything. I'm afraid of getting you guys involved. Yeah. So it's up to you. What I would like to do is, let me message Sharon to see if she's going to be having, right? Okay. You can't bring me up on a split screen. They took it away. Yeah, they took all of that away until the 12th. I do have Twitch. Yep. I don't know what Twitch's rules are, though. All right, we can't play music. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, okay? So. So the funny thing is that I was realizing this. All the evidence of everything, I have all the recordings, right? Of him getting, right? But we also have him acting like a stalker. Stalker behavior. I don't know if he wants to play this game. Favorited? Oh, for fuck's sake. Go back where? Dale account not found. So I unblocked him and look. So what should I do? We would have to go into my LinkedIn to put my Twitch account on there because I don't think I can I can't link my Discord. I can't link my TikTok to the Twitch account. Ow, right there. You do? Hold on. Isn't that interesting? So let me go into my Joe Tate. What? Hold on. No. 2,149 followers. Here we go.
War, what defeat would bring. I will tolerate tolerate your weakness no longer. Why?
I mean, he's outing himself all over the place.
Why?
By the way, the reason why he always...
Nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes.
wears a mask over his face is because all of his teeth are rotten out. There's a bunch of stuff like that on there. It's mostly that. Okay, let's do your reading now then. Let's do it now, sweetheart, okay? It's going to be, I wish, how do I used to be able to do panels on lives, and I forget how to do it. It's been a long time. Hold on a second. No. Can I bring... no, only green screen? No, I don't want that. I guess we probably can't. All right. What are we doing for your reading? I need to get her. Wait, who are you on in the... which one are you? We have Sharon, who hasn't answered. What was? Hickey? We're not going to let this derail everything completely. There's no way. There's no way. Okay? What was that, Blubs? Go ahead and ask your question, honey. Make sure that your filter, you have all messages and not just top chat. Oh, yeah. Where'd she go? I hope her... it shouldn't be. I need to... Hold on just a second. It's gonna... it's not gonna go away. Hopefully it doesn't go away. If it goes away, I'm gonna start right back up again, okay? So I need to do something really quick. Am I back? I'm back. Okay, good. I'm back. Okay, good. Yeah, this really sucks because this time I gotta take my medication, by the way, so I don't want to get in trouble. So I really had... what bothers me the most is the direction that we were going tonight, right? And of all nights, to do it on a night where we are celebrating women, feminine energy, nurturing, that helping others when they feel lost and alone is something that women are, that feminine energy is good for. What happened to her? What happened to her messages? She said she had to go to sleep, but did she actually log out? I want to do her reading right away. Oh, you're still here? Okay, let's do your reading now. Let's do it now. The only way we can do it is this way. Okay. Do I have anyone who's getting a reading that is not in the Discord? If I were to connect to StreamYards, okay. I used to have a StreamYards account, which I use all the time, that let me go live and have everything, access to everything, as if I had, 1,000 or more followers, by doing it, by linking through StreamYards. I wonder if they made it so that people don't have to use a whole setup to use it, because then I'd have the access to everything. I don't know if it's been a while since 2019, or since I've done that. No, you can't get into the Discord unless you're, we can just do it here. We'll just do it the way we used to. The question is, put your question into chat, and then I'll go from there. Okay. I'm wondering. Hold on. My orientation is logged. Damn it. I'm looking it up. On YouTube. All right, hold on. No. I don't want to know how to pick a strong panel. I want to know. Never mind. Go ahead, sweetheart, and ask your question, okay? That's all I'm waiting for. I'm going to do hers. Now, who are you on TikTok? I forgot. Oh. How do I protect myself from Iffy May and these crazy people? Girl. I don't want to leave anybody out, though. You know what I mean? Mediumship for you? Mod chat. I got it. Yeah. Okay. Just Purple Haze. Yeah, I just figured it out too. Just figured out that the whole night, all night long, Sharon. I've been like, where's Sharon? Where's Sharon? I even texted you, and I kept missing that you're Sharon. And I kept saying SM, but that's Ollie. Smile, Ollie. And then you finally said with, I was like, okay. Mod chat, you guys. Usually I do have like 7 giveaways for subscribers. I haven't used in a long time. I'm going to pretend that I'm using subscriber giveaway. And when I use a subscriber giveaway, people get access to everything else, right? I have 7 to give away, right? To anybody, right? And I hardly ever use them. So, Purple Haze, I am going to use you and give you one for 1 month a free subscription, but I have to make sure that we actually do. I'm going to give you a month in our Discord. I'm going to have if you want to become a subscriber after that, it's the $7.99 one, okay? But I am giving you access to because I am giving away one of my 7 subscriber giveaways. So now I have 6, okay? So, right? Exactly, Luna. Yeah. All right. So how can I message me right now in TikTok? Okay. And I will, can I send the invitation in TikTok? I can't remember. I think I can because Discord and TikTok are connected. Hold on. Let me see. So now if you want to stay in the Discord, it's $7.99 a month. Okay. So let me get my link. Well, actually, I could try to find you as somebody on TikTok. I mean, somebody in Discord. You have Discord already? Discord name? And then we'll go in and we'll do the I can send her a link. I just need to know who she is. Just message me on TikTok right now saying who you are. Oh, I'm in the wrong TikTok account. I got to go into my. All right. And I'll be waiting. What is your name on TikTok? I forgot. Oh, Jess. No. Purple Haze. Have you messaged me recently? Because if you have, you'll be in here. I don't see it. Thank you for submitting your appeal. It will take up to 24 hours to review is another message I got. In Discord, I'll look it up. Underscored, right? And it's all lowercase, right? Where should I go? This is the one thing where I need to search for people outside of my server. Oh, capital A. Okay. How do I search for people outside of my server? I haven't done that in a really long time. Let me try it this way. Or just message me on TikTok so I can send you the link. Oh, nope. We're going through all this. Can you just go into TikTok and message me so I can find you? And then I can give you the link and then we can all go into the Discord. I see the speak. That's the thing. I go up into the speak bubble, right? Oh, gotcha. That's the one thing I didn't click on the search button. Add friends. We're going through all of this. Oh, I sent you a friend request, I guess. It didn't say whether it went to the right person or not. It just says friend request sent. I'm getting poked. The problem with Discord is it can't handle all the energy that comes through. When we get a whole bunch of people in there, it starts to break up. There it is. Hold on. I found her. All right. Hope, I think. Oh, no, not that one. No, wrong one. Don't. Oh, that's not the right one. Hold on. I was inviting you to just one of the chats and not the whole server. That's another thing I have a hard time with. How to invite everybody to the whole server. Talking Dev server. Invite. I sent you the invite to my server. All right. Now, everybody else is in Discord, right? Everybody go into Discord and get in the lounge. I will be there in a little bit. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and we're gonna get out of here. I do that all the time. You should be able to get in. Did you get in? All right, see you in there. Welcome. Yay, say wave hi. We're waving hi to you. Hi. All right, everybody, meet me in Discord in the lounge. I'm going to shut this down. We'll actually be able to do readings where I can hear your voice and you can talk to me. All right, see you there. Bye.